Hello, I'm Eagle. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 820. I have got a great returning guest for you. I am very much looking forward to this. Of course, the Daniel Staggs band. We had him on a few weeks ago, and we're gonna get to hear some more of his music this evening. How you doing, Daniel?
Doing pretty good.
Right on. Well, I appreciate your time, and I'm looking forward to hearing some of this awesome music.
Thank you, man. It's a busy weekend of music, so I'm ready to play. I'm always ready to play some music though.
Right on. Well, I'm not gonna hold you up then. If you're ready, let's hear some beautiful music, my friend.
All right. I'll just start off with a little original. This one's called I Am Not Sorry. Okay, honey, take friends tonight. I'm promising that I'll stay. I know it's not the night to go out with my friends unless I really want to sleep in the dog. That's a game, but I don't. Well, I'm not sorry, honey. Well, I won't. Don't remind me of the last time I went out with my friends and I got so high, I nearly lost my mind. But it just was you that I couldn't find when I was lost. Well, I'm not confused, honey. I'm not confused. Who's that on the phone, baby? It's Skip. I said my friends got into some heavy shit. I promise it only take me a bit. When I get back to you, I'll make it quick, but don't wait on. Well, I'm not sorry, please don't remind me of the last time I went out with my friends and I got so yeah, lost my mind. Well, it just was you that I couldn't find what I was talking about. I was confused, honey. Okay, honey, be friends tonight. I'm promising that I'll stay. I know it's not the night to go out with my friends. If I really want to sleep in the dark again, well, I won't. Well, well, so I'm trying out this looper pedal I got.
Can we try to go back to the original settings that you had there? It kept cutting you out a little bit.
Is it? Okay.
So much for trying something new, huh?
Yeah. Let's see.
I appreciate
Audio.
your patience.
No, it's okay, dude. You won't know until you try.
I just want you to be heard.
Yeah, that's why I was using the glasses because I was trying earlier with some other microphones and it didn't come in hardly at all. But I can't tell unless somebody's telling me it sounds good or not, really, you know?
Yeah, I definitely do know.
Takes two to tango. So yeah, that's my bluesy sound.
Who doesn't love the blues?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit of mix of like everything, a little country, like blues, punk rock in there too, as fast as I play, and kind of my energy levels. I don't really have a genre at this point. This song is called One of the Wolves. Always be young, so time's not a waste. Forever dream of something to chase. Head full of steam and keep the pace of a fool. Sit and rest. I'm trying to keep up with the best of the world. When that full moon shines on me, I'll know when to fight the dark and when to tuck my tail and go. Not another lost dog trying to find my way back home. Open my like that big old sky. It comes and goes with a rhythm time. I can feel right out the Kiss my head like that song said. I feel like I'm sleeping. I'm so clouds liberty. Shadow ahead, no valley of a mountain to cross. Put out the next, no matter what my cost. You another lost dog. On the trail, on the road, so I just not most never goes on. Everything's in it, the dawn. When that full moon shines on me, I'll know. When to fight the dark and when to tuck my tail and go. On my way back home. There, that sound a little better?
Vocals a little bit, but that thing's still trying to cancel out your guitar a little bit at almost 100%.
I
Let's
wonder
try
why.
just shutting
Doing
off
that.
that zoom filter, just like low or no.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it just doesn't like my amplifier being on.
I think it's trying to cancel it out. Last time we had great audio.
Yeah,
Not sure what the problem is tonight.
I can always try to connect on my phone too. Let's see. Zoom optimize audio. Hey, tell me if you can hear this a little better.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the guitar now.
Hmm.
Still a little faint.
Yeah, let me try to 1 second.
No problem. I got all the time in the world to hear some great music.
Yeah, I know. I must see if I turn off my amp if that doesn't help.
Not
Is that better or is that a lot lighter?
a lot lighter.
It is? Huh. That is weird. Let me try this. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try it without any speakers on and maybe just use my computer.
Chat says the guitar was better on the last.
Yeah, and then if I do usual sounds. Let me try this. You hear that better?
A little bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. I think it's just better if I use my computer's microphone.
Chat says that's way better.
All right, cool. All right. Awesome. Oh. Yep. Sweet. I'm glad we got that figured out.
Right on. I can hear you a lot better already.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my son gave me, like, I was using my phone, but and I bought my kid this really nice gaming like whole computer system, a big PC. But before that, I bought him a laptop he used to play games on. And I've been like complaining for months about how I need like a computer to record on. And he saw me struggling with an iPad and he brought me his old computer and was like, here, we cleared it out for you. Him and my roommate are really good at computers. So then they brought me a laptop and now I got this really sweet Windows like Surface laptop that
I put a music studio on it, real nice. So I've actually got an at-home studio now. I'm pretty stoked about.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's really good with computers and stuff. He's like, he almost should be like one of those phone technical guys. He led me through it like nothing. He's only 13. All right, do a Hank Williams song. So I'm in the mood. Wore out your brand new trunk, just a packing and a packing your junk. Daddy's mad, Daddy's done got me. You're gonna change, or I'm gonna leave. You're gonna change the way you live and change the things you do. Stop doing too many things that you want to do. I said your daddy's mad, Daddy's done got me. You're gonna change, or I'm gonna leave. This ain't right, that is wrong. Just keep it nagging at me all day long. I said it's gotta stop. I don't mean please. You're gonna change, or I'm gonna leave. Way to keep a woman happy, make her do what's right. You gotta love her in the morning, all around at night. That is mad. I said he's done got me. You're gonna change, or I'm gonna leave. You're gonna change the way to live and change the things to do. Stop doing too many things that you want to do. I said your dad is mad, and he's done got me. You're gonna change, or I'm gonna leave. Every time she get mad, well, you have your break. You can go back to dad and tell him lies that it don't be me. You're gonna change, or I'm gonna leave. You gotta change the way you live and change the things you do. Stop doing too many things that you wanna do. Since your dad is mad, daddy's done got me. You're gonna change, or I'm gonna leave. Hank Williams. All right, fair warning to everybody right now. I did not learn a single cover that everybody wanted me to learn last time.
It's all right. We enjoyed the originals just as much, if not better, than the covers, my friend.
Yeah, I've written a couple new since then. That's it. Like I had so many songs, I'd just rather write songs unless I really like an old song, then I'll learn it. But I did try to learn Guns N' Roses Patience and decided that was the longest and hardest song ever. Like it's super, it's not too hard, but it just goes on and on and on. I was like, ugh. I see so brown all over town. People don't think much of me. I never understood why they thought I was no good. This is the feelings that we around. so cool. Took the high road and it took me straight to hell. I still get all by myself. On the long, lost road is where I live and I belong. No matter where I go, so cool. So clean up the pieces of my broken family. Not easy sight to see. As the leaves have changed, sees the pain. Suffering is for is so good up and so
Can we try the computer mic? I,
what?
it's being so selective. I can hear your guitar, but can we try maybe the computer mic? The one that's a little bit further away. My apologies.
Oh yeah, what's it not picking up?
It's just barely picking up the guitar.
Huh. Let me see what I can do. I'll have to try this. Because we didn't have problems with it last time. That's me dinging in, by the way. I am going to try my phone instead. All right, can you hear me? All right, I'm canceling the computer one and gonna try my phone.
Okay.
All right, see how that works.
I can't hear it at all. Oh yeah, there we go.
All right, now you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Maybe my phone will pick up the guitar better because I think my computer is being selective. Make sure I got the original audio on for this. More.
I can already hear you a lot better.
All right. Can you hear this?
Perfect.
All right, cool. Freaking. Sometimes you just got to use a piece of shit and it works the best.
I can't see you though.
All right, hold on.
There
I'm
we
ugly,
go.
but nobody wants to see me anymore. All right, that should be a lot better.
Perfect. We're ready to rock now, brother.
Let's get those first songs little warm ups.
Hell yeah. We are definitely ready to rock now.
All right, good. I'll play your favorite. You said you like this song a lot, so let's make sure I don't catch my.
If this is Hammer, I rock the fuck out of this song, bro.
Yeah, you knew exactly where I was going with this.
I do. I listen to this quite a bit. I enjoy this one quite a bit, for sure.
When I was born, the screaming was loud and clear. In my ears was the sound that I had you now hear. Hey, down today, late night, I spent my hammer down with such a terrible light. Been down today, till you, I really so out and true. You take my hammer away from me. I sing until my fingers bleed. I bring that out down. It's the last thing I ever see. Never, never made my mother cry. Never, never brings my father to shame. As much as this hammer carries my heart, it strengthens me the same. So I carry a hammer in my hand, carry another on my back. I hammer and walk this land. I carry like a good heart. Take my hammer away from me. I swing until these fingers bleed. I bring them out and down. It's a lasting time. Take my hammer away from me. Sing on to my fingers bleed. I bring that mountain down. Sing until the songs sing I see. It's a lasting I see. There you go. Is that much better sound? Well, now I can't hear you.
It's still trying to cut out that guitar a little bit, but beautiful.
I wonder if I got the phone on original audio. Settings. This looks different than my last.
Yeah, I was actually rocking that out yesterday while I was on the run there.
Yeah, I seen you've been going to a lot of shows and stuff recently.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I like one of my favorite lines in that song is "Let me carry it like a cold hard fact."
Yeah. Yeah, it means like why bullshit about who you're being. You know what I mean? Ain't got no time to play any games. Might as well be who you want to be, and everybody should let you be that way. Unless you're hurting other people, then fuck that. But actually, I had somebody yesterday. It was funny. I was on my way to go play a show, and this lady, she was so angry. She was walking down the sidewalk, and I was at a stoplight. Kalamazoo's crazy, and she was yelling at a car, and then she picked up a traffic cone that was on the sidewalk and then threw it at a car and hit the back windshield. And I was like, oh shit, her boyfriend must have like kicked her out of the car or something. But then she turns and throws a cone at somebody else's car. And then she looks right at my car, and I'm like, no, please don't do it. No. And she looked at me and she was like, oh no, this is shit's happening. And she chucked it right at my door from like 5 feet away. Oh, She is having a bad day.
Pretty bad when you lock eyes with somebody and they still look at you and go, like, you're getting it. You know.
Yeah, like, yeah, I rolled down my window. I was like, I didn't deserve that at all. And she started yelling at me more. I was like, she's done with fucking, she might have been a little psychotic, but shit happens. But man, it's weird now around the city. They also passed this law in Kalamazoo that you can pee and you can go to the bathroom in public now with only a ticket. It's not a felony anymore, which I think is outrageous. And I saw somebody shitting in the bushes in front of McDonald's one day. I'm like, what is wrong with everything? Oh, I need to start smoking weed again because it's fucking weird and I gotta get used to it or something.
Oh man, I have one of the worst memories I have had to date, and unfortunately, I can see it as vivid as I can recall it. So as I tell the story, I'm gonna unfortunately have to view it in my head. And that being one morning walk, I was headed to work in driving through Flint. And I look over for some odd reason. I see this gentleman to my left speed walking down the road of Flint there, fucking, and all of a sudden I kind of look away and look back, and I see this gentleman pull his pants down while he's walking and fucking shit without skipping a beat down the Flint roads there.
Oh,
It was the worst thing I've ever seen in public, but yeah. So I can really
a stinky leg walk.
yeah, stinky sidewalk walk.
I'm country, man, and I'm on the river a lot. Like I'll shit in the woods like a bear, but I'll definitely be by myself in the woods somewhere where nobody's gonna see me but the bears.
So where were you playing last night?
I played at a bar called the Old Dog Tavern. And it's a nice little bar here in Kalamazoo. Actually, I've been playing a lot lately, and I picked up, now I run an open mic myself on Fridays at Long Lake Tavern in Portage. So got a job finally instead of just being a musician all the time. I work 1 day a week. That's it.
That's acceptable.
Yeah. But I'm doing this with you tonight, and then tomorrow I got a show at a place called the Sugar Bowl in Kalamazoo that I play at. I'm like kind of like a house band, so I'm gonna play there for like 3 hours, and then the next day I host an open mic, so I'll probably play like an hour there, and then Saturday I'm going to Chicago, taking my kid to his first like big show in Chicago, so that's gonna be quite cool.
That's awesome, man. That ain't cool. That's awesome, my friend.
Yeah, he's really stoked about it because they're from England, so he's really excited. Plus, I talked him into going to the Museum of Art with me because I'm a painter and an artist too. So I'm like, hey, if we're going to Chicago, we got to go to a good museum. And so it's gonna be a fun time.
Right on.
All right, I'm gonna play this other song. This is let's see if I turn my guitar up, it might be a little bit loud. Hopefully that's loud enough. All right, this is called Keeping Out of Hell. Goes to sleep. Only knowing what I'd see. Living like a devil indeed. With not a single angel by me. So all I ever felt was my peace. I was in the struggle day to day. While I was staying high, I was up all night. Thought there's no other way. So I don't wanna break. Need to take it somehow. I gotta live double. If you're struggling, I can gotta help someone. The heart beating in your chest. You think all you long. You put all your doubt and go to sleep and rest. And once you let it all, I know I don't silence. Oh, you just might see, you just let it go. So I don't know. I need to take it somehow. So I'm gonna live go. Gotta heal somehow. Something in the stars, when I'm still searching for my soul, when it comes to bed, you just might see that you let my go. So I don't want to make it hard for me to take it somehow, but I'm gonna leave it somehow. Somehow. Hopefully that's working better. I don't know what else to do about it if not.
I 100% think Zoom hates me tonight. Is what I think. Huh. When we're sitting here talking, when you're strumming, it picks up fine. But then once you get playing, it tries to cut out on us for some.
Yeah.
Gone.
Technology's difficult. Try headphone. All right, you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. It's a Tyler Childers song. I like Tyler Childers. Vocal makes impressions on the inside of her thigh. They're all little feathered Indians where we tussle through the night. If I thought she was religious, then I wouldn't have come down to the house of such an angel, too fucked up to get back home. Over West Virginia, smoking spirits on the roof. She asked, ain't anybody told you that them things are bad for you? Said many folks have warned me, there's been several people trying, but until now there ain't been nothing that I couldn't be behind. Hold me close, my dear. Sing your whispering song softly in my ear. I will sing it along On into your long straight. You there with the bullets fly. I run across the river just to hold you down. Well, my heart is in bullets from the circle it has raised. Like little feather it's calling out to the clouds for rain. Rolling through the thicket, I go carelessly through the thorns just to hold her for a minute. Though it leave me wanting more. Hold me close, my dear. Sing your sweet song. Softly in my ear. I will sing along. Honey to be long true. You can you. Even when the bullets down, I run across the river just to hold you tonight.
I don't know what I've done to piss Zoom off so bad.
Yeah, I can't.
I
I
know.
looked through my settings. I can't even find the setting for the sound on my phone either.
It's completely my bad. For not kind of doing this a little check beforehand. It's the guitar. Every time you start when you're strumming, it's fine, but once you start jamming, it cuts that guitar right out.
Yeah. Options.
So I see a little bit on your Instagram there. You got a big announcement coming. Can you share, or is that still in the works?
No, it's pretty much set in stone now.
Sounds a little bit better.
Yeah. I turned off my pedal.
So far, so good.
What?
So far, so good. I
Yeah.
don't start jamming into something and see if it cuts it out.
Yeah. Cutting it out.
Yeah.
Huh. That's so weird.
Fine. Heard all of it.
Try this. Can you hear it? Maybe too loud even.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There.
No, still sucky.
Yeah. Hear all that. We can hear all that. But once you get going, it cancels it right out.
Huh. That's so weird. So, big show announcement. Yeah. So at Old Dog, there's a band. You got to look into these guys. You like them because they definitely are some good stoner rockers. Um, Actually, one of their songs, I forget what it's called. But it's about like growing pot like moonshine. It's a really good song. But they're a band called the Smokin' Dobraleles. And so they play all dobro instruments like my resonator. And ooh, that's something I can try too. I could go get that guitar real quick and maybe that'll sound louder. So yeah, they play all dobro instruments, including one guy, he has a ukulele that's a dobro. It's got like the whole metal thing in a ukulele, so it's really cool. And they do like old bluegrass stuff, but they also like have like I think a couple of them have like a reggae background and stuff like that. So they're gonna be playing a show with us. They're from like up in the Lansing area, and they're a bigger band that play quite a few festivals and stuff. And so I talked them into somebody I know was like, your band definitely needs to play with that band. Actually, two different people were like, you two should get together as a group. And so I talked to them, and they're going to come to Kalamazoo and play on November 18th at the Old Dog with my band, the Daniel Staggs band, and a band called the Brother Ron Band, which is one of my friends' groups, and they're really good. Also, like do great old country covers and rock covers and pretty sweet. So I'm excited about that show.
That's awesome. That's super awesome. Maybe one of these times, maybe if not the 18th, maybe if I can't see down there and come try to cover it live, if you wouldn't mind.
Dude, well, yeah. Why would I mind you coming? So, yeah, dude, come rock it out.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be awesome. They got a really nice stage at Old Dog too, and they do a lot of really cool bands. Trying to figure out what I can try to do here. I got
The only thing I could think of, you can't access the Zoom audio there.
not on my phone. I can only access it on my computer.
I think you can. I maybe try the dots.
Yeah, that's what I did try, and it just shows me meeting settings, but it doesn't show me any sound settings.
Uh,
And then it's only got well, nope, background effects. I don't want any of that. Not trying to make it pretty. And disconnect auto. It don't got shit. I don't know why, because normally it does. Turn it this way. Or nope, that didn't work either.
that's just the way the days rolled.
Yeah. Yep. It's weird too, because normally it does like have that setting on my phone where it says that I could look into it. Trying to switch it. But yeah, that's the big show that I got going on coming up. We're playing in Grand Rapids too, or not Grand Rapids, Caledonia. Yeah, we're playing at a place called Caledonia. I just played or booked a show there today at the Family Tavern of Caledonia. We're playing with a band called the Ginger Dynasty and the Rising Tide. That's a really good band. And Jordan and Gina, they're also a couple of friends of mine that are awesome musicians. Trying to stay busy before it gets all cold.
Well, that's pretty awesome. I think that's a good way to drum up. But I mean, Why for the cold? Do you think the cold? What is it? Just people getting out from A to B? It seems like that'd be the good time where you'd want to slide into some of these places and enjoy
Yeah,
some indoor music.
yeah. I think it's a good time for like bar shows. Right now, it's like festival season. Obviously, everybody's getting into that. But also, yeah, I mean, I didn't have a car for a long time, so it was hard for me to travel in the winter. But right now, my car is also kind of old, and I'm worried about it driving around in the winter. I bought a '92 Volvo.
Nice.
Yeah, but I found out it has all kind of rust on it too, so that's not cool at all. All right,
Shit.
I'm gonna
I'm not too proud. I drive an old beat up pickup truck myself while pushing that 300 mark.
well, you could buy one for $30,000 and it'll break down on you in the same year too.
Oh, that's one of the things I love about owning an old car is when I see I'm driving down the highway and I know I feel bad for the person broke down, but I think to myself, this old reliable gal zipping right by that brand new broken down ride. Is
Right.
what- and it had so many times.
I'm gonna try to go back to my computer and just get closer. Join with computer. It's weird. I can see myself on multiple screens. And then setting. All right.
It's kind of funny though about the Hammer song. Every time I watch that video, like I said, which is quite a bit, I wonder. I see the views going up, and I smile to myself. I would go, I wonder how many of those are me. I know I've had.
All right, what I did is I just turned on my computer and moved it close. So we'll have to see how that works.
So far, so good.
There's a cat outside yowling. Yeah, let's do this one. Just check it real quick. And last night I had best teen that baby of mine wouldn't lift me if you just move it on over. Move it on over. I move over, little dog, cause the big old dog is moving in. Change the lock on my front door and my door key don't fit no more. You just get it on over. Move it on over. Move over, skinny dog. Big old dog is moving in. Dog here house, mighty small, but it's better than no house at all. You just ease it on over. Drag it on over. I'll move over, old dog, cause the new dog's moving in. Told me not to play around, but I done let that deal go down. You just pack it on over. Tote it on over. Move over, nice dog, and my dog's moving in. Warn me once, warn me twice, and I don't take no one's advice. You just scratch it on over. Shake it on over. I'm gonna go for a short dog because the tall dog too pretty. Crawl back to me on her knees. I'll be busy just a scratching, please. You just slide it on over. Sneak it on over. I'll move over, good dog, cause the bad dog's moving in. So remember, pup, before you whine, that side's yours and this side's mine. You just shove it on over. Sweep it on over. I'm gonna go with a cold dog, cause our dog's moving in. How we do on that one?
It's still trying to cut out that fucking guitar for some reason. I say that lovingly because I love the guitar.
You know, that's so weird.
I think it could it be the mic? I looked at the last video there. I don't think we had a mic the last time. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do it like this. My microphone, you mean?
Yeah. Celestial says getting it 50-50. I suggest you guys, if you're in Michigan, go out and see him anyway. But that'd be the smart thing to do. Just go catch him live.
Yeah.
100% worth it. So far, so good.
Yeah, I just have to sing without a microphone and then what I can do. See how it sounds.
All right. I'm down to try, my friend. It's worth the effort.
Well, my daddy says I just gotta work if I wanna see more than the dirt. I put my hands to the good use and I can provide, I got nothing. My daddy says I'm gonna be big someday. But my mama says I just gotta dance as much with my feet as with my hands. I honk it, tonk and I scoot my boots now. Shake it, baby, you got nothing to lose. My mama says I'm gonna be big someday. So I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick the guitar, I'll probably play the blues. 'Cause I don't want just to make it too. I wanna make love to you. Girl, my manager says I do what he say. I could be top of the charts in New York State. Write another solid tune. I give him a hook and I give it soon. My manager says, hey, you're gonna be a hit someday. But the doctor says I better slow it down if I don't want to end up 6 feet underground. But my health was the crowd. But doctor, I can let my family down. The doctor says I'm gonna be dead someday. Oh, so what, man? 'Cause I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the guitar and probably sing the blues. 'Cause I don't want just to make love to you. I wanna make love to you. And preacher says I better say a prayer. There's gotta be all reason that I gotta pray here. I don't know, I've seen my share, and I ain't judging him about that. The preacher says, gotta make a choice someday. Well, if I happen to run in the gospel, I hope they say that I've done a good job. Listen to my mama and my papa. Life is beautiful and never stops. Then I might have died and found me a heaven someday.
For the most part, it was a lot better. All I can say at this point, Zoom's being a selected butthead.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because I'm cranking it in my bedroom. It's loud.
I'm sure. The only thing I can say at this point is, you know, I'll come to you. I'll come to you, my friend.
That's okay. We'll do our best. We can talk about other shit too. It is Eagle
Right on.
talking shit. Sometimes you can't play shit, you gotta talk shit.
So I heard my good there. We got two devices.
Do what?
I can hear.
You can hear you?
Yeah.
That was happening to me earlier too.
I wonder. It's part of whatever going on. Wow. That's weird. Damn it. I don't want. Can you hear me now? There we go.
I can hear you.
Right now.
Is it better?
Yeah, better. I can't hear me now.
Yeah.
So, is there a special place that you'll see in a special section in the art section there in Chicago that you'll go see? Or is it every?
I'm going to. I think it's the. I don't know if it's the art history museum or it's the. I don't know what it's called. There are so many museums in Chicago. It's pretty. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, and then my buddy told me today that actually, usually you only have to make a donation to even get in. It's like free, you know, but they ask you to make a donation. But I bought tickets online for $50. Apparently there's some like special exhibit, but somehow they talk you into buying special tickets. It's the Art Institute of Chicago is what it is.
Nice.
But I'm pretty stoked because I mean, I'm a painter. I watch documentaries all the time. And actually, you can probably see it. I've been drawing this portraiture.
Damn, brother, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one I got. And then here's another one. Yeah, I've been drawing since way before playing music. Well, drawing and painting and shut up. This is the Mona Lisa.
Man, you're really good, my friend.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Yeah, I like to do like that mostly. I had a teacher in high school. He just taught me everything from like anything that I can see, I can draw. Is how like he taught us, like the old master kind of stuff. And then I got into tattooing and stuff.
Can you do portraits like that in ink?
Yeah. Yeah, I've done like I haven't done a lot on people because people normally don't want to fork out the money for a portraiture, you know. But yeah, I mean, I can do some pretty badass portraitures. It's just real light, just brushing on almost. I like portraiture tattoos because it's not like traditional, just dig in there and go, big saw the lines. It's real light, just kind of brushing the machine and using very light colored, gray washes. You build it up more than you just like put it in.
Right on.
I don't know if you have any portraiture tattooing, but
I know a few. Actually, they're maybe not to that scale, but I have a few. My favorite is actually it's a skull. It's a guy like old man pulling off his face.
oh, okay.
It's one of my favorite as far as that goes. But I have a lot of like faces on my legs. I'm tattooed all the way to my toes, my friend.
Yeah, I saw you had a bunch of them.
Is there a place where they can find your ink, your tattoo side of things?
It's on my Facebook page. I got a lot of that stuff. If you look at my photography in my photos folders, like how you have different albums, you can check it out. It says like, tattoos by Daniel Staggs, and I mean there must be like two or three of different folders full of them. I've been tattooing like 15 years, so yeah. Yeah. And I don't work for anybody because I've worked for a lot of shops and a lot of those people screwed me over. So I'm an independent artist. So I have all sterile equipment and I make sure I do everything very professionally. But I come to you like I don't like working for anybody because normally, I mean, they just even like I've given them when you work for a tattoo shop, you usually only make 50% of every tattoo or 60%. But then to give somebody that much money and then have them screw you over has been a real heartbreaker. So
I know how it goes, unfortunately.
yeah. Yeah. I worked at the last shop I worked at for like a year and a half or something, and I'm still dealing with them. So legally. All right, I'm gonna try a couple more and see if this will work at all here.
What you got next for us?
Let's see. I have to go through my book. I actually had a buddy. You've seen my songbook, haven't you? My crazy big ass songbook.
That thing's awesome.
Yeah, my buddy, he likes art too, and especially he likes books and how to like bind them and printing. He's into that kind of thing. And so he's been bugging me for a month. He's like, dude, we need to take your songbook and like go make a hard copy of it. Because if you ever lose it or something, and he's like, it should be a shame. So he's like, I think for humanity's sake, I want to make you a copy of your songbook. And so he took me to FedEx and we were scanning at FedEx for like an hour and a half and didn't even finish the book today. So I've got a whole backup copy though, if I ever, lose this or it gets stolen, because I take it on the river in a boat too and stuff. And so like if I ever tip over my boat and my book goes in the water and sinks, I got it covered.
Your friend's a smart guy, and I agree with him 100%.
Yeah, he is a smart guy. He's a really good dude. He's somebody I do a lot of art for their family, and he's a patron, I guess, of the arts.
Yeah, a lot of memories right there. I can see how you could be heartbroken if something ever happened to it.
Yeah, and we were going through it like, and because I have them like front and back on the pages, And as we were like taking them out, there were songs that were like jammed in the middle that I didn't even remember writing. Like we found a lot of different stuff in there today. I wrote this song this past week though. I'm gonna try to play it. It's I was watching, you know, country music documentaries, and apparently every country artist has to have a train song. So I wrote my train song. It's called Engine Number 9. Hopefully it works. All my friends have gotten off the train. They're safely home to their loved ones again. And I seem to have missed my last few stops. The conductor keeps telling me I need to get off. But every time I do, the wheels of my mind keep pulling me back to the track of engine number 9. Engine number 9. How it treats me so fine. Come rain or shine, I can always ride, rolling down the line, always on time. I'm never behind, riding engine number 9. My loved ones tell me I need to come home. My friends ask and wonder why I still ride along. The bars are full of fights, trouble, and the drain. And all those other joints have begun to sting. So when I'm old, I will tell my tale of how I rode clean the number 9 ring. Engine number 9. How it treats me so fine. I'm gonna rain or shine, I can always ride, rolling down the line, never behind. I'm always on time, riding engine number 9. When I finally kicked off the train, you tell them I love you all the same. And when that final boxcar door gets shut, and the steam of engine 9 finally gives up, you put me there behind the same rusty track. and you blow your own whistle loud when you pass. Engine number 9, how it treats me so fine. Come rain or shine, I can always ride. Never get high, always on the line, and never on my riding engine number 9. Well, I never mind riding engine number 9.
Hell yeah, brother. I think we got most of that one.
Yeah, I just turned everything off. I'm straight acoustic and just singing now.
Right on. So when you're writing a song, is there usually is it a mood? What starts what starts the songwriting process?
Um, well, my first mood is always that I need, like, I have an urge to write. Like, I can't not write. Like, and I mean, it's every day. It's like I would like to write a song a day if I could, you know. But normally I do make sure I tell myself I got to do other stuff like laundry and cook and eat food. Especially being like a single dad, I got to make sure I do all these other things that are very much more important than me sitting on my butt writing music. Um, but yeah, I always have the urge to write, and you know, it's hard for me to really say that, like, I guess a lot of my songs are pretty happy and upbeat or like motivational because as far like I used to write some sad songs, but I just can't do depressed very well at all. Like, so, and I try. I've been debating it, writing some different kinds of songs from different viewpoints. But mostly, yeah, they're just like stories, whatever, or a feeling, like what I would like to see in the future or stuff like that, you know. Um, yeah. Yeah, and I write a lot of love songs and happy songs for that reason, you know, because nobody wants to think about their future being, you know, bummy or whatever.
Right on. You have
I
any father son songs that you guys collabed on a little bit?
No, you know, he does some electronic music. I think he uses like instruments that are on like BandLab already. Like I bought my boy a ukulele, but he doesn't play it much. I think he uses like the instruments that are on there programmed and whatnot. So I haven't given him anything. Although what would be good is like I need drums. I bet he likes the drums. So I bet he would be good to put some drum tracks on some of my songs. We'll have to try it out.
Right on.
I don't know. He's not, you know, he says he doesn't like country music and stuff, but every time I'm ever around him and I start playing, his foot just starts going like automatically, you know. And I'm like, you might not like it yet, but it's in you. Like no matter what, it's in your genetics. But I don't force him to listen to anything that I listen to. Now that's not true for him though. He loves to make, he'll be like, listen to this band and listen to this band. We do have one band in common we love, and that's the Beastie Boys. He's a huge fan of the Beastie Boys.
That's a good one to have in common right there.
Yeah.
Favorite song between you?
Uh I like Intergalactic. It's a good song.
That's
Also, they also do a really great cover of Benny and the Jets that is pretty hilarious. I like that one too.
it's funny. Not so long ago, we were all talking about the Beastie Boys, moreover, the Brass Monkey. We were recalling our times with the Brass. Did you ever drink the Brass Monkey?
I never did, man. No, I heard about it.
Oh man, I most certainly did. Oh.
Yeah, I always drank. When I did drink, I drank Pabst Blue Ribbon. It was pretty much my beer of choice.
No wrong with that.
Religious Pabst drinker, but I'm not a very good drinker either, though. I only weigh like $140 or $150, and so I get drunk super easy because I don't drink that much. So when I did drink, I'd have like 2 or 3 beers and then just act like a fool because I'm a very happy drunk and just be like, you know what, fuck everybody, I'm gonna do whatever I want. But I always preferred smoking weed over everything. Just I mellow out.
I agree with that.
I probably still would smoke, but it's hard to be a borderline starving artist and afford weed. Even though weed's super cheap, I still can't really talk myself into buying it because like I make $100 a week, so that's like a whole week's budget if I buy a bunch of weed. It's been good though. I've been way more, I feel like I'm super productive. I'm hyperactive, so people are always like, you need to smoke weed, but I actually am really enjoying my hyperactivity, like getting things done and using it to my full advantage has been really good.
Right on.
I don't sleep very well, but whatever. Sleep when I'm dead.
It is seems to be a battle cry for a lot of us.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, I've never had so many dreams since I don't smoke weed. I have the most crazy amount of dreams. Like sometimes I'll have 3 or 4 dreams a night. It is wild. And I remember every little bit of them. Thankfully, they're not bad dreams though. They're just weird dreams. I don't have very many nightmares, but I have some weird dreams. So oh, I keep a little journal because one day I'll use them for something. That's probably where some of my songs come from too, is my like dream sleep.
I heard it. I read a thing the other day that said basically, most of us have a lot of dreams we don't remember, but when we do remember a dream, that there's a message there for us somewhere. So
Yeah, yeah, a lot of it is subconscious stuff. Uh, like some of them are like the things that I either want the most or don't want the most. So, and not in a bad way, but the things I like think about, like, I'm on this like whole like path to where I try to do certain things every day exactly the same. And one, I do that to avoid a lot of my own past addictions and whatnot. And even though I've been sober a year, it's still just a good habit to have. But my brain tells me like is like at night, like because I've had, Billy Strings, right?
oh yeah.
Like I had a dream one night I was hanging out with Billy Strings and he passed me a joint in a car and I was like, and I smoked it and was just chilling out. And then the next thing I know, I'm like, wait, Billy, I don't smoke weed. Damn it. You got me high. And, but that's, and stuff like that. Like, and it's not a bad dream. It's a really good dream, but I'll wake up and I'll be like, damn it, dude, your brain's telling you like, you're doing really good smoking weed. Don't let yourself down, even if you're hanging out with Billy Strings, So I'm getting ready to go see Willie Nelson soon. I got to watch myself.
Hopefully Willie passes you a joint. You get that opportunity where at least he passes you. But
yeah, that would be pretty amazing. But yeah, so
Would you say no to Willie, or would you just hit it once?
Oh,
You
dude, that
gotta
is a
finish it, but you gotta get high with Willie. I mean, come on.
a better story is though, there are a lot of people that are like, I got high with Willie. I could write a whole song. I could write a lifetime of songs on how I didn't get high with Willie. People are like, are you kidding me? I mean, it's pretty legendary in itself.
True that.
I didn't smoke weed with that Willie ever again.
Right on.
There are a lot of people who said, yeah, I smoked weed with Willie. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, so most of my dreams are just, stuff that I focus on. And at night, my dreams are like, they're kind of are like messages telling me what I should and shouldn't do. And then I wake up in the day feeling a lot better, like I start my days pretty good and strong because of that. Sometimes, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the Billy Strings video or a dream there is pretty plausible too. I mean, he is from Michigan. I could see him playing some smaller venues, having some fun. And I
Yeah,
could see that dream being a possibility. That's
I
all
met
I'm saying.
I met him once. I ran into Billy Strings at Bell's beer garden. Hold on, I'm gonna go through my book here while I'm telling you about it. Yeah, so and the first time I met Billy Strings, it was right before he started getting pretty big and touring. So he was playing in the back beer garden and I was high off my ass and not just on weed. I was pretty drunk and other things. I might have done a little acid. It was hanging out. And so I ran up on him afterwards because it was the first time I'd seen a good Michigan bluegrass kid, and he's about my age or a little younger maybe. But I was just so stoked to see him and just blown away by the show. And he was still like small enough that after he was done playing, he went into his merch tent and was like hanging out talking to people at the merch tent, And so I ran up on him and I bought a t-shirt and I bought a poster. This was actually, I see the poster right here in my bedroom. It was 2017. And so I ran up on him and I was just really strung out and super hyper. And I was like, Billy Strings, by damn it, you're the best bluegrass musician I've ever seen in my damn life. I'm from Southern Indiana. And I just talked his ear off. And then I bought this poster. And then afterwards, I made him sign the poster. And then I go, hey, will you hold this for me while I run around and do and I ran around doing a bunch of other shit high and like I was on acid, so I don't even remember half of what I was doing. But then I came back and I'm like, hey, Billy, you still got my poster? And he was like, yeah, dude, it's right there. But he looked so terrified that like he's like, who is this hillbilly dude? Like, So those were some moments that now that when I meet artists that are pretty big, and I've met a few good artists, like I just ran into Charlie the other day. So Charlie Crockett, I went and saw him up in Grand Rapids and I got him to sign a guitar. And, I was sitting there sober the whole show and actually watched like 8 people get carried out of the bar because they were so drunk, and I'm just giggling. And I was staring at him the whole time while I watched Charlie Crockett and was just like, because he's from Texas, I'm to probably not get a chance to see him very much either. And so after the show, he gets drove to his bus really quick and then runs into the bus. And I tried to yell at him. I brought a guitar to get signed. And he ran in there and his bus driver looked at me and I was like, dude, do you think you can take this guitar to Charlie and have him sign it? And his bus driver, sure as shit, grabbed my guitar, took him back to the back. And I guess Charlie was like looking out the window at me to see who the hell wanted him to sign a guitar. And I had my pigtails in and everything because I wear pigtails like Willie Nelson. And he was like, yeah, dude. And Charlie said he saw you staring at him hardcore the whole show. So, and it's nice now, like that I am sober, that I can like talk to artists more comfortably, and not be all fried out my gourd like I used to be. Even though I heard Billy Strings they call him Boomer. Billy Strings, his nickname's Boomer because he used to do his fair share of mushrooms. So, but yeah, here's I actually drew this portrait. This is Billy Strings and his dad.
That's a fucking great portrait.
Yeah. So I'm actually one of my friends is actually friends with him and his fiance. So one day I'd like to give that to Billy because I did it for him and his dad because like, me and my dad play guitar and stuff like that. My great grandpa. So that's why I drew it because I kind of relate to that, music in the family and used to be a party animal and a punk rocker, but kind of settled down into the bluegrass routine too. So he's younger than me, but I definitely look up to Billy Strings. I don't play any of his songs though, because he's Billy Strings and he's badass, But I think his whole background is really cool. And I do like that he's on that whole sober path too. That's pretty awesome, It's really easy for us musicians to like be alcoholics or whatnot because of where we play music at bars and stuff like that.
Some point, I think it's might be the age as well. I don't know about him or you, or I can only speak for myself. But when it came to like drinking and heavy partying, it came so young for me that by the time I was legally able to do it, I was ready and burned out, ready,
Yeah.
ready to give it all up.
I started burning out probably about 30 or so, because I was just like, I'm done, and I kept telling myself and my family that for a while. And I relapsed a lot too, but I all the time just was like burnout, just hated it, not the life anybody really should want to live. I know some of us have a hard time, and even, like you drink alcohol for so many years, your body almost becomes dependent on it too. It's a weird situation to be in. But yeah, so I've been over a year though, not drinking, or actually drinking wasn't even my major problem. I used to do a lot of cocaine and uppers, which really made my personality of being hyperactive on a whole nother level. So being an artist and being that way was very hard on me.
Congrats on your sobriety, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually, so I worry about sometimes how it will go musically, but I played at a festival since the last time I talked to you. And at festivals, there are a lot of party animals that are doing about everything. And I think I was borderline about to cry in my tent, how I was just like, oh man, this is not, like it wasn't hard on me, but I could see how it's hard on other people, and that was a rough moment, but because it's just, yeah, whole different lifestyle.
Yeah, I'm just a pothead myself. Occasional mushrooms, that's about it.
Yeah. And I don't mind those things too. That's one of the things I did like every now and then was doing some mushrooms, and I'm more of a meditate person. We do some mushrooms and go camp out by myself for a night and tune in with nature kind of person.
I'm gonna like to take mushrooms and take a nap.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, just zone out and watch whatever happens behind your eyelids, Actually, one of the things that probably got me off drugs, the hard drugs, the biggest was DMT. I did a couple rounds of DMT, and that was a life waker upper.
Never experimented with it myself, but I've heard some powerful breakthroughs.
Yeah, you can definitely, you hear what your soul wants to tell you on DMT, and it will not, if it's, when I was really bad, my like subconscious pretty much screamed at me like and while I was tripping and I was like, okay, it's time to listen. And then when I wasn't so bad and I did DMT again, I had a really great experience actually. It was just more like natural. It was pretty good. And at that moment, I knew I was kind of like, okay, we're going to get through this. Hey, okay. All right, I'm going to try another song. I should play a Willie Nelson song. Got some in here.
Do you have a favorite Willie song?
I even though Patsy Cline sang it, I love Crazy. That's a good song that Willie Nelson wrote. Willie Nelson wrote a lot of songs that he gave to other people to record. Because before Willie was actually real big in playing, and he was mostly just a singer, he was more of a songwriter than anything to start off because Willie almost doesn't sing songs. He talks songs, So, but yeah, Crazy is one of them. And I mean, Tequila Sunrise. I like also the movie Tequila Sunrise was the first time I ever saw Willie. Here, I'll try to do Crazy. This will probably be better since it's cutting out anyway. It's a slower song. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world I did do. Crazy for thinking my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying. I'm crazy for loving you. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world I did do. Crazy for thinking my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying. I'm crazy for loving you. Good song.
It is a good song. Great version, my friend.
Yeah, does it sound a little better with just the acoustic?
Coming through a little bit better for sure. Still gonna try to come see you and do one though.
Yeah, if you go on my Facebook, I got a whole list of shows that I'm hosting. I actually need to make like a post of all the different shows coming up. Is staying busy. That's what it's about. Try to do this one. This is a Brother Where Art Thou song. Everybody loves that movie. If you like bluegrass, you like Brother Where Art Thou. I am a poor and barren stranger while traveling through this world of woe. And there's no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright world which I go. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over all. I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know my will up and still, golden fields lie out before me. Where God's redeemed ever see. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me. Oh, when I come, I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over. I'll soon be free from my every trial. My body's sleep in the churchyard of the cross of self-denial and into wrong. I great reward. I'm going there to see my Savior, to sing His praises forevermore. I'm only going Ain't over Jordan. I'm only moving on. I'm only moving over Jordan. I'm only moving on. That's a good old ditty. That song sounds a lot older than it actually is.
Oh, man, I feel like myself and Zoom have let you down this evening. It's still cutting out on us.
I'm sorry. It sounds good in my room.
I know, I'm sure it does.
Not letting me down at all. Yeah, I wish it wasn't cutting out. You probably only hear my voice then, and that doesn't sound good at all.
Well, it sure does. Don't undersell yourself, my friend. You got a lot of talent.
I step out of the cab, I'm fresh off the dirty overpass. I grab my case and I head inside. I'm sure I could use a shower tonight. I've been working and riding these roads. I thought I'd come in to warm my soul. I saw a sign for this old hotel, says we're never full, come and stay a spell. Pushing my way through the crystal door, marble from the ceiling and to the floor. My first thought, I remember it well, was I'm never checking out of this here hotel. I'm checking in to the infinite end, where there's plenty of friends, and this party will never end. There's always a room to live at the infinite end. Wanna find contentment? This is where you begin. I walks up and I ding the bell, and it rang a note that I've heard so well. Before I can ask, in my hands a kitty and a familiar old band takes my bags from me. So into the elevator we both go. I didn't get a room number though. That key has a happy face on one side, so I sit on back and I enjoy the ride. The elevator opens, the hall's a mess. Everybody's moving from one door to the next. They all glare at me in such a way that that hall seems to go on and on for days. I'm checking in to the infinite end, where there's all my friends, and this party will never end. There's always a room to land at the infinite end. Wanna find contentment? This is where you begin. Well, I'm led to the door with a happy face, so I'm led to believe that this is my place. The door next to mine has a number 2, and I'll walk into the most luxurious room. Everything's laid out in nice, neat stacks, a liquor cabinet, a fridge, and not 1, 2, but 3 sauna baths. And as my clothes hit the dirty old floor, an announcement comes from above the door. We have a new guest, so here's what we're to do. Everybody moves into the room across from you. Looks like I'm on the road again, 'cause at the infinite, the party never ends. I'm checking in to the infinite end, where there's plenty of my friends, and the party will never end at the infinite end. So is there room to land? Wanna find contentment? This is where you begin.
They said they heard that one a lot better. So I don't know the rhyme or reason, but
No, I played slower. That's a good song. I think that one sounds like Towns Van Zandt. I like that song.
it's a good one. That was a good one.
You like
How
to
many?
hear? Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say you'd like to hear a poem, so I don't have to play guitar. I wrote a new poem. I'm a
There
poet.
you go. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I printed out today. I wanted to tell somebody. It's called Royalties. Kings and queens with their backs to the wall, waiting for the axe to fall. Outside their doors, their windows, the peasants howl and bellow. My queen, we gave them cake and ice cream too. My king, you also gave them taxes and a fear of you. Yes, yes, how was I to pay for all of this? Empty halls, elaborate balls for the empty hearts of my miss. True, true, 'tis the jewels that I adore, more than the shallow heart of my king, I'm sure. Release the hounds, they'll have the lower classes on which to feast. They'll gnaw their bones for how long I've not fed the poor beasts. My lord, they've set fire to the inner ramparts, and the doors are splintered asunder. Then it seems they'll feast on my royal bones while I take my final breath in these halls that I did plunder.
That's good, my friend. That's really good. What was uh what was the inspiration behind that one?
Oh, I was just me thinking about the rich folks back in the day, like kings and stuff, and how they were always pissing off peasants and stuff. So it was my idea of what it was like for a king and a queen, like, like Marie Antoinette right before they beheaded her, like what happens when the king and the queen are the last two people in the castle, because they've done fucked everybody so much, and then right at that moment that the peasants are all breaking down the doors, they're trying to be like, what went wrong? Like, we're rich. What the fuck's wrong with, and then, it's pretty good. That was my idea on that one.
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, I've written so many songs. I thought I should start writing some poems, like just so I don't have to write music to it.
Is that going to be a separate book? Is that a separate book?
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
I have a lot of songs that I've forgotten the music to, so I guess those could be just poems now.
That kind of that snagged my first question. My next question there: how many poems have you turned into songs?
I'm looking at really. How many songs have I written? Probably in between 200 and 300, maybe. Yeah, probably around that many. I probably have like 50 or more that I play that I can remember. So, but yeah, over the years, probably like 200, 300 like songs that I've written. Because I got a lot of punk rock songs that I've written too that I don't play much, but I do have a lot of those. But I got tired of playing bar chords all the time. There's something about bluegrass and the whole playing licks and stuff like that just really appeals to me. I guess it's my hyperactivity, like I want my fingers to do all that, flying around kind of stuff. Here, I'll play another slow and see if this one comes through. All right. This one's called Dancing in Tennessee. She's taking me to Tennessee. We're finding on Nashville Sound. A pep in our step, you could almost bet. In the front row should be found. Driving down the highway slow as we can. Stopping to see the sights on the way. She keeps me picking guitar wherever we land. And every morning we sway to a waltz. I know the more we play, the more it will show that as we waltz across that room, we'll dance there in Tennessee soon. While she drives, I write these songs. I'm scribbling and scratching the words I can find. So when that grand Ole Opry comes along, we'll go dance under the lights to our waltz. We know the more we play, the more we will show that as we waltz across the room, we'll go dance in Tennessee soon. As we waltz, I know the more we play, the more we will show. As we waltz across any room, we'll go dance in Tennessee soon. We'll go dance in Tennessee soon.
Yeah. Maybe Zoom's just in a mood today. It's like, no, all it wants to hear is like slower music. Is that could that be a thing, man? Because it is letting the how could the tempo fucking be a thing? You know what I mean? That's
It probably doesn't like the chord. Like it doesn't like the whole. So it probably just wants to hear. It's just picking up those slow things. That makes two of us because I'm kind of in the same mood.
I don't disagree. It's been one of those days.
Yeah.
It rained where you were today? It poured.
Yeah, it stormed good here. I love a good storm.
I thought I'd be fucking today. I ran in the rain for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's some good stuff, dude.
yeah. It was a pretty enjoyable experience. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, to be honest with
Let's see. Here's another good poem for you then. This is called The Sound of Raindrops. The sound of raindrops on the window, on the concrete, on the tires of the cars streaming by, pitter patter, drip drip, on the flowers, on the trees, on my soul, thousands of infinite sighs. And for all the times I felt them washing over all of me, I am clean once more. That's how I feel about the rain. I like the rain.
Rain, sleepy day, rain.
Yeah, I take a nap almost every day. I like naps. I sleep rain or shine.
Nothing wrong with a good nap.
Yeah. There's nap should be a religion. I might start. All right, I think I'm gonna play one more and I'll probably call it a night. I think last time I was on here till almost 3 a.m, wasn't I? That was
Pretty close, yeah.
a long one. We'll get the sound figured out and I'll come back and play another one another day.
Right on.
Speaking of people who like to naps, this song is called Spanish Gypsy. All right, here we go. Someday I will find my way to Mexico, and on the Gulf sway in the breeze, I'll ride the wave. In Mexico, I'll find cantinas with plenty senors and senoritas under the moon, dancing the flamenco with Spanish eyes and Spanish smiles, Spanish dreams. For a while, a southern breeze brings me peace in Mexico. Spanish Gypsy. In Mexico, I see Tijuana, and when I grow, do what I wanna, and when I'm cold, sleep with the fauna. In Mexico, I'll build a pueblo of red clay stone, of desert soil, and fine nature to nurture my soul. With Spanish eyes and Spanish smiles, Spanish dreams. For a while, a southern breeze brings me peace in Mexico. Spanish Gypsy. Someday I will find my way to Mexico, and on the Gulf sway in the breeze, I'll ride the wave. Yo,
Hell yeah. That's a good tune.
thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go travel one day, someday, farther than Michigan.
I think it's on deck for myself too.
Yeah, I've never been farther than Illinois, like the edge of Illinois in a car. Never been farther west than that.
You ever been in plane?
I went in a plane one time when I was in the army. I flew to Minneapolis, Minnesota, but it was in the dead of the night. It was in the middle winter. It was negative 17 degrees. And it was to go get a bunch of shots right before the Iraq war. So they just stuck us in a building and we got our jabbed with a bunch of needles. We went to the Mall of America and then we went back home. It was very anticlimactic. But I got an anthrax vaccination, so I'll never die from anthrax.
That's a plus, I guess.
I guess it was so. Those shots suck though. I hate needles, and they just stick you in a line, and they have a bunch of people on each side of you, and you walk down the line, and they just jab you in the arm, each one of them, boom, 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 and it's like you get like 10 shots at once. I'm like, what did you just do to me?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. The army, the military, you're just property.
True.
Yeah. I do appreciate people that, are on the military. What was it I heard? I heard something good about people who are in the army. Like there's nobody else that it takes a special kind of person to be like, you know what? I will die for people. You know what I mean? It isn't even about defending their country or whatever, but people that'll go over and just be like, for my family, for my friends, I definitely will take a bullet. And somebody, got to do that, I guess. So unfortunately, I wish it wasn't that way, but yep.
So where will you be playing next? I mean,
Uh, I got a show tomorrow let me look at my schedule. I got a show tomorrow at the Sugar Bowl in Kalamazoo. That's a pretty good little bar around here. They have I'm pretty much like the house band. They have a pool league that night, so I entertain the pool league. They're a bunch of older folks and they definitely like all the Hank Williams songs and all that.
I like watching the older crowd get down. It warms
Yeah,
my
yeah, dude, they definitely know how to boogie too. And then let's see, and then August 4th, I got a show here in my own neighborhood. We have like a neighborhood board of directors. So, and it's for like improvements in the neighborhood to make sure people get fair housing. We also decorate the corners with flowers. We try to improve the parks. There's a lot of little things that it's called the Vine Neighborhood Association. And in Kalamazoo, there's like we all have like section neighborhoods that each one has their own association to help with the improvements and the quality of living for people in the area. Because, like if it was just like the city always in charge of everything, a lot of things wouldn't probably get heard because, the city gets their hands full sometimes. So I'm actually the vice president of our neighborhood association, which is a new thing for me. And I actually tried to have some graffiti boards installed. Like we have a graffiti problem in my neighborhood. And I used to be part of the problem because I used to love doing some graffiti. And actually I got fined $800 for it last year. Yeah. But so we have a park right nearby, and I tried to have some graffiti boards put in, and we had everybody approved it and everything, but then we just didn't get the city didn't respond to us, so we had to bail out of that, which was kind of disappointing. But we're going to come back to it and try to get it to happen. I just talked to the parks and recreation people about it. So, but we also have a major event in Kalamazoo that happens on the first Friday of every month. If you ever visit Kalamazoo, do so on the first Friday of the month, because they have all around the city, we have what's called Art Hop. It's kind of, Grand Rapids has art prize and stuff. Well, we kind of do like an art thing every month where a lot of businesses show art, and they have artists come in, bring paintings or sculptures. Or during the summer, we have like festivals downtown where they have a bunch of vendors and stuff like that. So I'm actually, for the Art Hop this month, I'm supposed to play at the Vine Neighborhood Association, because we have the theme for this month is storytellers. So they asked if I'd come play and sing some of my songs to tell some stories. So that's a cool event. And then that's on August 4th. And then August 11th, actually, you probably be interested in anybody else in True Font, Michigan. On August 11th, there's a festival called Guido's Cannabis Festival. And so for like 3 days, I'm going to be in True Font, Michigan, hanging out at the cannabis festival there and playing music. So, yep.
That sounds like a good time. I'm gonna have to look into that. I
Yeah.
love the live music myself. As you can, I've seen you kind of checking out the channel a little bit. I've been trying to do a little bit of the community stuff myself, man, and getting as many local acts as possible. And so, yeah, I would love to, check it out and come be a part of that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty stoked. I'm pretty stoked to go hang out too. I like the festivals. Like, I've been going to a lot of them for a couple years now, and now to finally be a musician playing at the festivals is completely different. So, and a lot of them, they're like jam bands and stuff like that, or rock bands and stuff. And being like a bluegrass musician and playing the old timey stuff, like, everybody's like, after we're done playing, everybody wants to play at the campfire with the guy that plays bluegrass music. It's like, hey, dude. So actually, at the last festival, it was called Fairyland up in the Manistee Forest. I was up there for like 3 or 4 days, which was beautiful, right on the Little Manistee River. And I was like up till dawn every night playing with like 10 people, and would be like, I gotta go to bed, guys. The birds are chirping and I'm sober as fuck. Like, I need to go to sleep. It's really fun though. And you meet a lot of really great musicians that way. Actually, we ended up, my band, like the first night we jammed with a bunch of guys, we actually hired people that were there to join our band. So there was a guy that played mandolin, and we were like, hey, you want to play on stage with us? So we ended up going from a 3-piece to a 6-piece band, and it was pretty awesome. Those videos are on YouTube under the Fairyland, if you check those out. That was really cool. I like meeting every kind of musician and just picking with them, So I play by myself so much that it's just a great experience to be able to play with other people.
The jams are always awesome, just to hear the genuineness that kind of comes out of it, the vibe.
Yeah, because I mean, and I like the bluegrass part or the country part of that, because the way you do it is like, and I'm usually the guy singing too. So like what I do is I'll sing a verse, and then I give somebody a solo, and then I give somebody else a solo, and then I'll sing a verse, and then I'll give somebody a solo. So you kind of, it's cool with bluegrass because you spread the love around, and if you're good and you know how to do some solo stuff, well, you're going to get your turn. It's not like a rock band where there's one guitar guy and he just goes to town. Bluegrass, like you play ukulele, you probably get a solo to do it, and one song can go on for 10 to 15, 20 minutes, that way, depending on how many people are at the jam. If you got 10 musicians and everybody's soloing and you got, verses, it's pretty awesome. I guess that's why they go till dawn.
So, and again, chat was giving you a little bit of cheers, but cheers to you on for doing that community work. It's kind of important. Just that you talking about it kind of reminded me of like the old schools. I don't know if they had them where you're at, but like the old block parties where the neighborhood all got together like once a month or at least once a year and had a
Yeah.
little celebration. It's cool to hear that you know what I mean. You're being a part of that, making sure that kind of tradition stays alive.
Yeah, Kalamazoo is really actually like for being a pretty big city, we're all pretty connected. And we do we do like 3 or 4 events every month. Like actually we have another event called National Night Out where we're opening up our whole back parking lot for bands and the whole neighborhood just to come and talk about like what do we want to see happen in our neighborhood, like what would we like to add, what would we not like to have, what do we think the city should be part of, stuff like that. And then another event I'm going to try to get us to do is where there's actually a national night called Play Music on Your Porch. So I'm going to see if we can have a big event where we talk, like I'll sit on my porch and other bands or whatever get out on the porch and jam. And then everybody who doesn't play music can walk around their neighborhoods and listen to the different, it's like going to shows everywhere in your own neighborhood. And where I live in Kalamazoo, it's got like, it's the Vine neighborhood, but it's also called the student ghetto because it's full of old houses that have been turned into college apartments. So every summer there's new kids that move in and out of these houses and they all go to Western Michigan University or they go to Kalamazoo Valley Community College. And there are so many musicians in them. I mean, there are probably like 5 or 6 bands within 2 blocks of me. So, I mean, it'd be ridiculous to have us all out on our porches or on the sidewalks playing, music and then for a night. So those are cool things. It's all about just connecting with each other, especially after we had like COVID and stuff. People really realized how much we should be connected.
I agree. It sounds like a great idea too.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of good things like that. Even little small things like we're doing a thing where you plant like milkweed plants in your yard. We'll give you milkweed plants so you can help like monarch butterflies, just cool little things like that. Somebody brought it to the table and we were like, yeah, we'll do it, So those are good for big cities. They need a lot more of that. Where do you live at? You live in a big town or?
I live in a little town, little ass town, Home Lake.
Oh,
I think
okay.
a little bit bigger than the last place. 2 places I've lived have actually been fucking villages, not
Yeah.
even towns, villages.
I'm from a little town, a little place called Paoli, Indiana, and it is like 2,000 or less people. Yeah, that's what I grew up with. So it's the friendliest town in America, is what it was called, or is called. And I believe it too.
I think most small towns, are pretty friendly, anyways.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody. Nobody locks their doors or whatever, It's good stuff.
That took a little bit of getting used to because I grew up in a small town and unfortunately I spent too many years in Flint. and,
Okay, yeah.
and then when I moved out to the cities, the villages, moved from Flint to a village, and yeah, it was hard to let go of like the not trust anybody type mentality. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Leave the doors, windows open, sleeping. Just the thought of like sleeping with the window open. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
You can listen to the crickets without anybody worrying about gunshots.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, but
I miss that. Like I've lived in this town since I was 20. So I had 20 years of the country experience, and now I've been here for almost 20 years in the city, and I'm just like, oh, I still can't I still can't get used to hearing like it's like when do I tell if it's fireworks or gunshots or like and just having people yell or angry drivers. I'm just so not used to it after 20 years. I don't think I ever will be. Like, yeah.
yeah, I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all, to be honest with you. There's times where literally, like, if I didn't park in my driveway in Flint, one night, I didn't park in my driveway and my car got fucking shot. Three fucking times. One of which right in the like the fucking gas door.
Oh shit. What an idiot. They're gonna blow themselves up. Fucking car.
Is
I just had my bicycle stolen, and I'm really sad. Yeah, somebody actually like cut the lock. It was chained to a grill outside, and it was a very old uh racing bicycle, an old Fuji that was really a really great bike. And if I find somebody, it's an ass whooping gonna happen. You're probably gonna regret stealing my bike.
Yeah, that's a nice bike. Some I think that somebody in the know or somebody that appreciate.
That's yeah, because they probably scoped it out and then cut the lock. Unfortunately, we're pretty sure that because the same night somebody stole a bike from the bicycle shop that's close to me. Because I went to go say, hey, if anybody sells my bike here, it's mine. And they said, oh, somebody stole one of ours too and cut the lock off it. So we're pretty sure that there is like actually like a bicycle theft ring around here that I mean, because there are a lot of really, like I said, college kids that live in this neighborhood and their parents buy them bikes to travel on and they get stolen quite often. Kalamazoo's homeless population is ridiculously bad right now too. So that's another thing we have to deal with. Um, we actually had like homeless camps that were popping up of like 50 to 100 people, and like the city cops were like kicking them out, and then they'd move like a couple blocks away, and it got really bad. So, but it's rough because I've been homeless. I know I'm both sides of that fence.
It is a problem that keeps be spreading, that's for sure.
Yep. The more inflation and more expensive things get, the more people can't afford anything, can't afford their own food.
True that.
Mm.
Kind of super sad. It was eye opening to me when I went out to California, the homelessness. I had heard about it and whatnot, but to actually see it in like the flagrant like disregard for it was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what's bad about around here too, is just the disregard. Like also I'm on the river a lot, so the trash that gets left behind and stuff like that. Like, I mean, you can't swim in our river at all. One, because of paper mill factories, and two, because there's just bags of human stuff, that's not good in the river, and it's just whatever. It, yeah. And you try to help them. So now, like I got tried to help one guy one day, and he almost attacked me on a bicycle. So I'm like, it's hard when I can also see the other side where, you know, you're trying to help somebody, but they're strung out, you know, and fucking not in their right mind. And so then there's a lot of like violence that happens there sometimes between them and the police officers. Or just, you know, basic civilians, you know, that are, because they a lot of times they camp. We have a lot of trails around here that people can walk on through the woods, and they camp on those trails, and then, you know, some of the homeless people have accosted, you know, just people that are just out to get a nature walk. That's some bull crap. Do what we can.
You can only help those who want to be helped. That's for sure.
That is a hard truth. Yeah.
It's a heartbreaking truth. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
We did pretty good. 2 a.m. this time. Not too bad.
right on.
Yeah, we'll try to figure out the speaker situation. I'll play more with that. And next time the music would be better. I'm glad the last song worked a little bit.
Oh, the music, I'm sure, was amazing. It's the audio that sucked tonight. Zoom sucked tonight, Daniel. It wasn't the music. I guarantee that.
Zoom was more like zilch. Communist Zoom trying to cut off music.
Yeah, it is. I think it is Zoom being a butthead tonight. So,
Right.
no, yeah, it wasn't you. It was 100% Zoom and into Zoom audio. The music's always been good. Everything I've always heard. And I look forward to hearing. I want to go. I feel bad about the tonight's audio, so I am. I'm gonna make an effort to come. Maybe August 11th. We'll see how the dice rolls. If not, it's very soon. I'll come to you and we'll do this. I'll
Yeah,
get you. I'll make it up. I'll make it up, my friend.
I'll send you a list of shows, and you don't owe me nothing.
Oh no.
Good publicity to be on.
I respect you and your time, my friend, and I want to make sure if there's anything I can do to help spread the word, I want to do so. So
For sure. You should definitely I'll send you the link for that True Font Cannabis Festival, because that might be a pretty good one.
right on.
Yeah.
With that being said, I appreciate you and your time. Keep writing them songs, keep writing them fucking poetry. And if I don't talk to you before the trip, good luck. And one other thing I wanted to say is, at least as far as the talent goes, I think it's pretty cool that your boy there went to the next level and set you up with the laptop. That means he sees it too.
Yeah.
And
Thanks
wants
for
to
telling
support.
that.
So I think that's super awesome. So
Yeah, we gotta have each other's back. So I try to do that. He'll be a very talented young man. I can definitely know that. He does a little bit of art, and as good as he is at the internet technology with like 3D programs and stuff, man, he's a pretty amazing artist himself. So he's growing to be a great human being.
hell yeah. Well, you have an amazing day, my friend, or evening, and we'll talk soon.
Yep. Have a good one, brother.
Thank you. The rest of you guys, thank you very much for tuning in, hanging out this evening. Don't forget to do something nice for somebody. Brandon Max kindness do save lives. And with